Adventures of KA-ZAR, the great Ben Thompson from the famous character created by Bob Bird. Fifth episode. Famous karakter. Bu KA-ZAR'ın geçmişi de var. O geçmişlerini de bir ara bulur okuruz. İğne şey. The quiet of KA-ZAR's jungle home in the wild Belgian Congo has been disturbed by two villainous emerald hunters. The Craft ve diğerini adını hatırlayamadım. Both with such black hearts that they plan to murder each other rather than to share the valuable stones with the other. One of the men had been to the jungle before and had murdered KA-ZAR's father. KA-ZAR craved to manhood as the guardian and protector of the forest and its animals. But always he had the memory of the evil that crowd who he plans to kill to avenge his father's death. Aklıma ne geldi? Acaba Tarzan bu kazardan sonra mı yaratıldı? Acaba o Tarzan bu kazardan esinlenilerek mi yaratıldı? Acaba Tarzan kazarın devamı mı falan? Öyle bir şey çıkarsa çok çok iyi ya bunlar. Böyle şeyleri bizzat takip ediyoruz ya şu an tarihi. Aşırı bombastik genel kültür yani. Ben bile uzun zamandır bu kadar hardcore genel kültür kastım hatırlamıyorum. Leave the jungle at once or I will have to kill you. Ben bile dedim değil mi daha demin? KA-ZAR encounters Kivlin in the forest and orders the terrified renegade to leave the Congo. Ben şimdi şey hatırlamıyorum. Bu böyle bu Kivlin bu şey değil mi o? E, Ne diyorlar onlara? Merhametli olan hani annesini öldürüp çocukları öldürmemeye çalışan falan bir şey vardı ya. Onun ismini unuttum yani o bu muydu değil miydi? Ha, no one else will have these stones. Nasıl bir surat çizimi? İyice azıttınız lan. Kötü adam kötüdür, iyi adam iyidir şeyin. O kadar net çizmeye çalışıyorlar ki böyle. Saçma sapan suratlar falan çiziyorlar karakterlere. The crowd who KA-ZAR calls fat face. Yani bu surata bir de fat face falan yorum yapmıyorum. Has decided the time has come to kill his companion so that he will have the emeralds for himself alone. He does not know about Bunun bir devamı geliyormuş gibi hissettiydim ama neyse. He rushes back to camp after his meeting with KA-ZAR. I have. What's the matter with you? You look like you've seen a ghost. You've seen a ghost. I have. Steven tells how he met KA-ZAR. The natives brought to the jungle by the two boys have been telling wild tales of a fierce jungle god who ruled and guarded the forest. Already, a glimpse of KA-ZAR in the jungle by one of the blacks has terrified them. I saw him, a big tall white savage. He spoke English. 56. You must be mad. There's no white man in this jungle except us. Don't tell me that you believe this story about the jungle god. I tell you I saw him. He took my gun away, talked to a lion too, and ordered it around like a dog. Maybe you think I'm crazy, but I saw this white man with my own eyes. I was lucky to get away alive. He threatened to kill me if we didn't leave this jungle. Realizing that something out of the ordinary had happened, the blacks quit digging for emeralds and talked excitedly. The craft seized a whip and flew at the natives. Get back to work! If those black fools realize what Kivlin is talking about, they'll run away. Kivlin, if those blacks find out about this, we'll have trouble, so be careful. Well, sooner or later they'll find out everything. Then what? I think I know who that white man might be. Yani bir zahmet. The crowd recalled the day when he left John ran dying and to his fate when a fierce lion appeared. The lion perhaps didn't kill that crazy hermit's kid. Remembering that Rand's son, now KA-ZAR, had been alive, the crowd realized that the boy must have survived. That the boy must have survived. Severus falan. Harry Potter geldi aklıma. You stay here, Kevin. I'm going to get that jungle god with this rifle. 2, 3 şuradayız. He found the charred remnants of Rand's home, which he burned years before. The craft studied the ruins carefully before venturing farther. Nearby, he found the twin graves of KA-ZAR's parents, flowers here, and picked today. Now I know that the breath is alive. If I can catch him, it'll end this jungle god talk. Çok iyiydi lan. Çok mantıklı yani. While the crowd, or fat face, as KA-ZAR called him, was away, I look for the Thunder Six. Gizlice izliyor muyum bu şeyi? 58. KA-ZAR found the supply tent and crept inside. He gathered up guns and ammunition in his arms. In the jungle, KA-ZAR smashed the guns against a rock. Returning to camp, the crowd notes that the tent flap is open. He finds most of their arms stolen. He at once suspects killing. No, you double-crossing rat! So you stole our guns while I was away. You planned this all along so as to get all the emeralds, but it didn't work. No, öyle bir şey yok değil mi? Kieran struggles free and dashes away. He must be out of his head. Well, here's where I finally get rid of you, as I planned. You fool! I intend to kill you from the start. Pat pat pat. Kaçarsa bir şekilde işler sarar. And now I won't share my fortune with anyone. So, the fat one kills his companion. Good! Now I will kill him. Şey yok. Vurgusu. Now I will kill him and drive the blacks away. From a tall tree he watches the natives. He watches the natives dig a shallow grave for killing. KA-ZAR swings through the trees to his home. On the way, Niyaga the leopard snarls a taunting challenge to fight. Later, Niyaga, and sharpen your claws against the day we meet again. You are afraid, his old enemy snarls, but KA-ZAR goes on his way. He greets ZAR the lion and tells him what has happened. ZAR proves the stealing of the woman's thunder sticks. Silahlardan bahsediyorlar. Yani thunder sticks derken bunlar neyden bahsediyor diyordum. Bu şey var, Smallfoot diye bir film var. Oradaki yetilerde insanların silahları için thunder sticks diyorlardı. Bu thunder sticks yerleşmiş bir yetilerin ya da konuşabilen hayvanların insanların silahlarından bahsetme şeyi. But beware of Niyaga and treachery he growls. Anam hiymiş lan, ben şey diye düşünüyordum Niyaga'yı. Six değil. KA-ZAR'ın suratına. Bayağı yakından görmüş olacağız. 15, 16, 17. KA-ZAR is the brother of ZAR. He is not afraid. That night he returned and watched the craft's camp. The moon was setting when the craft appeared. He made a round of inspection about the camp, then returned to his tent. KA-ZAR saw his shadow on the canvas and waited. At last the camp was dark. With the patience of the great cats, KA-ZAR waited until he thought the camp was asleep. Quietly he dropped to the ground. Now I will get more thunder sticks. Moving like a black shadow, he crept again to the supply tent. Suddenly he was blinded by the beam of a powerful flashlight. KA-ZAR was trapped. Yani ondan bu kadar şey görüyormuşuz. Suratını. 61. Before KA-ZAR could make a move, a lamp was turned on and he saw the craft grinning and a gun in his hand, caught like any dummy in a trap. The old man's kid groaned up. I'm going to show the natives their jungle god. Ha ha, that's rich. Only Janko, the hyena, laughs because he is afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of KA-ZAR, brother of the lion. KA-ZAR knew he was helpless. He had seen the old man kill with the thunder stick. Aynı old man, dediğimiz insan old man'di. Kill, fat face, while you have a chance. Don't worry. You'll die soon enough. First, I want the blacks to see you. Öldürdükten sonra görseler olmuyor mu? The natives had already hurried. Aslında olmuyor, evet. Şu an nedense KA-ZAR'ın ölmesini istiyorum. The natives had already hurried to the tent and the crowd barked an order. Voila, fetch a rope. KA-ZAR is tied and led to the center of the camp. Jesus. The natives danced and taunted him. 62. The black built a great fire and danced around it with their spears and weapons. A spokesman for the natives asked that the crowd give KA-ZAR to them to be disposed of. The crowd grinned. Why not? You will watch the killing. The savages tied their captive to a tree. Bence öldürmeyecekler lan. Jesus. Bunlar KA-ZAR'a mı katılacak? Öyle bir şey olursa çok saracak ha. From a distance they hurled spears ama öyle bir şey olmayacak. Çünkü öyle bir şey olursa KA-ZAR olmasının bir anlamı kalmıyor. Aslanla bir daha konuşmaz falan. The spears landed in the tree, each coming closer to KA-ZAR's body. Tiring of this sport, they grabbed the weapons and danced around the tree. This is the best show I've ever seen. The crowd ne komik adamsınlık. The tree. 19 iyiymiş aynen. 19 da güzel oluyor buydu. KA-ZAR strained at his bones but could not get free. I was a fool to get caught. As a native circled the tree, each would cut the captive with a knife or spear. İyice yaralanmaya başlamış. Bu natives'ler mal cidden. Soon KA-ZAR's body was slashed in 100 places, but he made no outcry. KA-ZAR will never ask for mercy. His friend Nono, the monkey, loyal state called Nono. Bu bir maymunun daha değil o. Nono. Nono. Bu şey ya. Maskeli Beşler'deki adamın seslendirdiği oyuncak insan mom. Bir kuzulu muzlu bir çizgi film vardı. TRT Çocuk'ta çıkıyordu bilmem. Oradaki koyunun adı da şeydi. Koyun mu kuzu mu ne? Nono'ydu. Go Nono, flee, there is nothing you can do. But the clever little animal had other ideas. Scampering down the side of the tree, he found KA-ZAR's knife still at his side. Nono drew the knife, and unseen by the crowd or the natives, he cut KA-ZAR's bones. Oh, Rangi, leader of the savages, darted forward to finish KA-ZAR. KA-ZAR, free, grabbed the startled black. His knife flashed in the firelight, and Rangi's lifeless body fell to the ground. Ve kan görmüyoruz. Demek ki çocuklar daha çok okuyor bunu. Bence. The natives were panic-stricken. Here indeed was a fierce jungle god. Birinizi öldürünce aklımıza geliyor. They fled wildly into the jungle as the crowd leaped to his feet. He's loose. KA-ZAR was coming at him. The man fired wildly. Bang. His shot missed as KA-ZAR dove forward. Now fat face will die. Cidden ölecek ha. Şu an önemli bir yer okuyoruz. He struck the crowd squarely in the chest. Help! The knife flashed again in the light of the fire. This is the end for Fat Face. The murder of John Rand, KA-ZAR's father, was avenged. The jungle echoed with the victory roar of a lion from KA-ZAR's throat. Don't miss the next adventures of KA-ZAR here next month. Bu sefer de leoparla falan takılacak büyük ihtimal. Bu kadar. Kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşürüz.